They go to the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. He wasn't able to do that.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Quarterback extends the play. Slithers into space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Let's go, let's go. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
The Sooners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know can go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You have some success with the bootleg, and now you got the defense on their heels a little bit in this run game because they're not sure who's got the ball. Is it going to be the running back? Is the quarterback booting and keeping it himself? Could you play action, maybe throw it? Nice job mixing and matching the play calling here offensively.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Across the 25, he's got room. Discards him with the stiff arm. almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
To the ground with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
On the direct snap, it's Tatum. Find some fresh air. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Third down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level, not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Makes the catch. It's Burks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now on second down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to buy time. Caught near the sticks, it's Gibson. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Hardy. He breaks a tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pulls in the deep ball. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And that one's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hands it off. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Despite the upset of Alabama last season, Brent Venables' Oklahoma team took a step back, just his second losing season since 1998. That makes this season about Boomer sooner and not later.
They've got to get the quarterback position right. When you think Oklahoma, David, we think about guys like Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts. They need to get that quarterback position solidified if they're going to make the next step in the SEC.
Well, and that's why you went to the transfer portal, got the #1 guy, got a new OC, like a lot of new faces in Norman, but how can Brent Venables mesh it together, get that offense rolling to go with this consistent defense?
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. The tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Right back to the well. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Looking left. Touchdown, Missouri! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with the tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Dropping back, it's Batir. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the quick pass. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Finding open areas. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns Palooza. What a nice day.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Hardy. It's a seam wide open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed.
Just keeps moving. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And that play just never got started as he's run out of... It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Mateer. All kinds of room to throw crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Hardy. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Fighting off the defender. At the 35, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offense as early this season.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Manning. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try the outside to the left. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He tries to take the top off. Reels it in down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you thought. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a 4th down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Punts it out of the air. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Ott. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hardy. At the 45 on his way. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hardy. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that.
He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The toss sweep to the right. Oh, better look out. forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the left. Here he goes. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Hard running there. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Still looking on the move. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Going right to work up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Sooners ready to go on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Caught in the backfield. It's up.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Caught in the backfield. It's up. Turning on the Jets. All out of space. And he got away from the defense and kicks it in. Touchdown Sooners. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Toledo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Corner's going to give them room. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect.
He's loose. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll ride the hot hand. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Missouri.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Safe completion on the screen. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. It's up. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Look out, he's got room. Runs through the tackle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest. Right?
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes out of bounds, no time remaining on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Got his man downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting...
It's a running room. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Tatum. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
A strike downfield. Lot of room to the right. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, you catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll run the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives his offense a first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Sategna. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Gets the back moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's up. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
Man, you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to.
Turning it on! And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Made a defender miss. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. And they're able to make the tackle.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
It's complete to the left. He will be stopped. Couldn't turn the corner, and the defense makes the play.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. Got him downfield. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Hardy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
What a big play in the fourth quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Coleman. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's caught.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got room to work. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout. Those Bobcats fans will remember for some time. They're up 14 over the Gophers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Hardy. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional.
He's going to let it go. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab past the marker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you are.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front, get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Going for the big play. And he will take it in. Touchdown Sooners. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands. It's Manning. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. quickly out to the tight end.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Got a man. It's Hardy.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hardy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this.